All right, welcome back. We're going to begin the second part of lesson 6. So we are on page 27 in our workbooks. And we were talking more about the signs and terms with the area model on multiplication. So we're going to continue that, continue using the area model, and we're moving closer and closer to the algebra portion. So here on page 27 and 28, we're going to look at the stuff to make you think and the tough stuff. All right, so here, match each algebraic expression with a product. Okay, now we don't really have area models here or enough room to do some area models here. So we're just gonna kind of have to figure out which one goes with what. And before, we knew that if we do an easier one, like maybe this one we've done before, we know that we're going to end up taking 4 times each one of these terms. So we're taking 4 times this one and this one, and we can apply that here. I know I'm going to take 3 times both of these terms. Well, 3 times n is 3n, so I got a couple options here, these two. And I know I got to take 3 times 22. This is actually called the distributive property. 3 times 22 is 63. So this one goes with A. Here, I'm going to take 3 times n and 3 times 7. 3 times n is 3n. 3 times 7 is 21. So this one is B. This one's a little bit tricky. Okay. I'm going to take 3 times n and 3 times 7. So I get 3n and 7n, but both of those have n, so I can combine those. But I also could combine it here. 3 plus 7 is 10, and 10 times n is 10n. So this is D. Here we're going to take n times n, which is n squared right here, and n times 7, which is 7n. So this one is C. On 23, we've got a mystery grid here with 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, looks like we've got some triple numbers here and here. Okay, this is a multiplication with 0, so I got to have a 0 somewhere in there. Okay, this is adding to 3. I can't have a 0, so this has to be a 1 and a 2. Okay, which means this is 0 and 3. We're going to subtract to get 1. Now that could be any pair of these. We're going to add to get 5. So that would be a 2 and a 3. Okay. Now, this one has a 2 and a 3. So I'm going to need a 0 and a 1 down here. We're going to add to get 1. I already got the 1 here somewhere. So I know 0's got to go here, here, and this would be the 1. This can't be 1, so it'll be the 2, and this will be the 1. I've got 0, 1, 2. This must be 3. Okay. I can't have a 3 here. So with this one, we're adding to get a 1. Okay, so the only way to add with these numbers and get a 1 is a 0 and a 1. I already have a 0 here, so this has to be the 1, and this has to be the 0. So 0 can't go here. This is the 3. This is the 0. This can't be 3, so that'll be the 2. This will be the 3. Okay, so I've got, let's see, 0. This needs a 1 and a 2. 1 and a 2. 1 can't go here, so this has to be the 2 and the 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. So there we go. Okay, on 24, use the area model to multiply. So we've got 3 terms here. So when I set this up, again, it doesn't matter which numbers go on top or bottom. So I have A, B, and C here. Then we're going to have D, E, and F here. And this will really show us how easy this multiplication is. Okay, so in each box, I'm going to go and find the letters. So A times D is AD. A times E is AE. A times F is AF. Then this one, you have B and D, so you get BD. B, then E, so BE. B, then F, so BF. C, then D, so CD. C times E, CE. And C times F is CF. Now, looking through here quickly, we can see that none of them are the same. None of them are alike. Okay, so we just need to add all 9 terms together. Again, the order doesn't matter. So we'll go AD plus AE plus AF plus BD plus BE plus BF plus CD plus CE plus CF. Okay, so we get all of those out there. Here we have 2 terms times 4 terms. Okay, so we got 2 terms here, A, B. And then 4 terms on top. So C, D, E, F. And we're going to multiply these. Okay, so you got A times C, B times C, A times D, A times E, A times F. So what we did, if we look up here, we took A times each one of these letters in here. Then when we go down here, we're going to take B times each one of these letters too. So you got BD, BE, and BF. And then none of them have the same letters or anything. So we just have to write all 8 of them up here. So AC plus AD plus AE plus AF plus BC plus BD plus BE plus BF. Okay. If you have like terms, which is kind of, we're going to be getting into that in the next lesson, you would add those together. Okay, you would combine those. We saw those a little bit on the last page. Okay, so complete the empty spaces in each model and corresponding equation. Okay, so it looks like we got A, B here. Here was B, so this needs an A. Okay, so this is 7A, so that needs to be 7. You have A times B is AB, 7 times A is 7A. B times what gave you 4C? So this looks like it needs to be 4C because you got, just take out the B and that's what you had. And then 7 times the 4C is 28C. So you have B plus 7 there times A plus 4C equals AB, 4BC, 7A, and 28C. Okay, again, that's just a little bit of a puzzle trying to figure out which numbers go where. Okay, so here you have X minus 6. You have negative XW, so this must be a negative W. Okay, so negative 6 times negative W is 6W. Here you have negative 54. So negative 6 times what is negative 54? That is 9. Okay, and then here you have 9 times X is 9X. So you have, you could put negative W plus 9, or you could have put 9 minus W. Doesn't matter, either way you want. So you have negative XW, 9X, 6W, negative 54. All right, another mystery grid. We've got some single numbers here, so a 3 and a 3. Multiplying to get 8, that's going to need to be a 1 and a 2 and a 4. So 2, 4, which means this down here has to be a 1. Okay, if this is a 1, well, this will need to be a 2 and a 4 somewhere in there. This is a 4, so it can't be a 2 times a 2. So this needs to be a 1 and a 4 somewhere. So 4 is going in one of these. So this can't be a 4. So this has to be our 2. And this has to be our 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Getting 1 with subtraction. So that could be 4 minus 3 or 3 minus 2. I don't know. That could be a 2 or something. Getting 3 by subtracting. The only way to do that is 4 minus 1. So a 4 and a 1 going in there. Oh, so that's 1. So this must be your 2. All right. So let's see. 3 numbers multiplying to get 6. Well, you already have a 4, so that's going to be your 1, 2, and 3. Okay, well, this can't be a 3, and this can't be a 3, so your 3 has to go here. So we'll get rid of that. So this is a 1 or 2, and this is a 1 or 2. Well, this can't be a 2, so this has to be your 1, and this has to be your 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a 1. This can't be a 1, so there's your 4 and your 1. 4, this has to be your 2, and this has to be your 4. Okay. So a little bit tricky on that one with that vertical column of 3 numbers. In each box, put the product of the numbers that point to it. Okay, so product means multiply. So you got 8 times 8 is 64. And you have 5 times 11 is 55. 3 times 3 is 9. 0 times 6 is 0. How are the numbers in the purple boxes related to the numbers in the red boxes? Okay, well, this was, the purple was 9 less here, and the purple was 9 less as well. Purple is 9 less. If the red box is 4,356, what will be the number in the purple box above it? Okay, if you're doing this multiplication, you got to go 9 less. So that would be 4, 3, 4, 7, because you just subtract 9. Going down 6 would get you to 50. Go down 3 more to get you to 47. If the number in the red box is C, what will the number in the purple box above it be? So that would be C minus 9, because we just subtracted 9. Could the number in purple ever be negative? It could. Okay. Yes. If one of these numbers is negative. Okay. If either the left or right is negative. If one of the left or right numbers is negative. Okay. For example, if it's like 1 and 5 or something like that, if I just scoot this down one more, -1 and 5 or -2 and 4, those would give us some negative numbers. Okay, now for the tough stuff here. Okay, fill in the empty spaces. Okay, you got A and then AX. So this has to be an X. You had A and then you had 4AY. So the difference is 4Y. You had A and then 8A. So that needs an 8. Here you got X, -3BX. So this is -3B. So we've got all the outsides. Now we just need to fill the insides. So A negative 3Z. So it's negative 3AZ. Got that one. Negative 3B times Y 4Y. So negative 3 times 4 is negative 12BY. Negative 3B times 8 would be negative 24B. 5C times X is 5CX. Got that one. 5C times negative 3Z, that would be negative 15CZ. And then you got that one. All right, who am I? The product of my digits is 24. So that means TU equals 24. The sum of my digits is 13. So that is T plus U equals 13. U is bigger than T. Okay, so let's think about some numbers that might add up to 13. So we'll just start here with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So those are the numbers it could be. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I had 0 in one of them, the other number would have to be 13. So I can't do that. If I had 1, it would need to be 12. So I can't do a 1. If it was 2, it'd have to be 11. I can't do that. If it was 3, it'd have to be a 10. I can't do that. Okay, U is bigger. So if U is 4, the other number, U is bigger. So if U was 4, T would have to be a number less than that, which it can't be. Let's say T is the smallest number. If T is 4, then U would have to be 9. So the biggest number would be 9. If this was 5, T was 5, U would have to be 8. If T is 6, this would be 7. If T was 7, U would have to be 6. But right here it says U is bigger than that. So this can't be 6. This can't be 7, 8, or 9, 4, 5, or 6. So I got 4, 5, 6, or 7, 8, 9 in this one. Okay, so I've got the sum of 13. Now, which ones multiply to give us 24? So 4 times 9 is 36. So I can't do that one. 5 times 8 is 40. And then the last one would be 6 and 7. So 6 times 7 is your 24. Or sorry, it was 42. 42. And 6 times 7 is 42. Fill in the empty spaces. So you got X times X is X squared. Okay, here we've got some numbers down here. It looks like these two added together give you 13x. Okay, so we're missing those numbers there. And I need products. I need two numbers that multiply to give me 42. But here, these both have an X in it, an X and an X. So I add those to get 13. So I'm going to multiply whatever these numbers are. I'm going to multiply to get 42, but add to get 13. Which if we looked up here, that's what we did up here. The numbers multiplied to give me 42, and they added to give me 13, which was 6 and 7. So one of them is 6 and one of them is 7. It doesn't matter the order in this case because it's all positive. So this is 6x and 7x. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 plus 6 is 13. This problem up here is the exact same problem as down here. Okay, mystery grid 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we got a column of 4 or a group of 4 here. Might be the same numbers repeated somewhere, or they could all be different. So here's a 3 with subtraction. The only way to get 3 with subtraction is 1 and 4, which if a 1 and 4 is going over here, that means 2 and 3 is going here. You're going to add to get 9. So that could be a 4, 3, and a 1, or 4, 3, and 2. So 4, 3, and 2 going in there somewhere. Okay, add to get 6. Let's see, 4, 2, or 4, 1, and 1. That looks good. Or I could do a 3, 2, and 1. Subtract to get 2. That could be 3 and 1, 4 and 2. So we got options there. Here, divide to get 2. That has to be a 4 and a 2. So if this is a 4 and a 2, this one needs to be a 1 and a 3. So 1 plus 3 is 4. So this has to be a 2. So we got 2 here. You'll get a 2 here, here, and here, here. So I need a 2 in this column. Well, it can't go here. It can't go here, and it can't go here. So this right here has to be a 2. Okay, and if we're adding to 9, it'll probably be, and you got a 2. So 4 and 3 would be your other ones. Okay, so you got to get a 4 and a 3 on one of those sides. Let's look at 1. 1's going to go in one of these spots, and it's going to go in the other spot down here. So none of those can be a 1. I don't have any 1s over there. Okay, getting 2 with subtraction, but I already got this 2 over here. So it can't be a 2. I can't use a 2. So that would need to be a 3 and a 1. Okay, so 1's going here, here. And then likely the 1 will be right here because these are kind of opposite of each other. So this has to be a 1. This will be a 3. This has to be a 1. This will be a 3. This will be 1. This will be 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 3 is 9. So this has to be a 2 and a 3. 2 can't go here, so this is 4 and a 2. So this has to be a 1. And 1, 2, 3, this has to be a 4. Man, that one was rough. Okay, we had to use the fact that these 2 and these 2 needed a 1. So the only place for this one is right there. Okay, a little mobile here. So if I take 18 and split it in half, that's 9 and 9. 9 divided into 3 is 3. Okay. And if I take this 9 and divide it up, well, 9 divided in half is 4 and a half. 4 and a half. But this is worth 3. So 4 and a half minus 3 is 1 and a half. So these things have to equal 1 and a half, and the only way to do that is to make them a half. If a half plus a half is 1, plus another half is 1 and a half. If this is a half, 4 and a half minus a half is 4, and then you have these two split up. So 4 into 2 is 2. Some tough stuff there in that red section. Okay, page 29 will be your additional practice for your 4.6 quiz. Okay, so make sure you work through that, and then our next lesson will be on the lesson 7. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and thanks for watching.